Waity, baby. You'll never guess what. They've only gone and let me choose my own team this year. I know. And as I always say, you want a job doing properly, do it yourself. How do I look? Just a little bit of this, and you'll be good to go. Perfect. So I've got your coffee, just like you like it. Extra hot, extra foam, stirred 3 times, anti-clockwise. Oh, aren't you sweet? Thank you. Positions, everyone. 30 seconds till we go live. How is everything down there, Zoe? Are you happy? Do you know what? Everything's great. The team is phenomenal. I've got a really good feeling about this year. OK, stand by, everybody. Going live in 3, 2, 1. Roll titles. Why are the titles rolling? You've pressed the wrong button. It's that one.
Live from London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Yes, hello, and welcome to a brand new series of It Takes Two. Don't worry, just the one I mean out for fire the other lot. Yeah, they weren't cutting it. Now, Strictly returned to our screens this weekend. Wasn't it glorious? Yeah! Anastasia did the splits. Judge Rinder blew our minds. They spin. And the 9 paddle made its first appearance for a first dance in 7 years. That is a fact. Well done, Daisy. Over the next 12 weeks, right here on It Takes Two, we'll be bringing you all the Strictly news and exclusives you could ever dream of. So, shall we meet our star-studded lineup for tonight? Yeah! Let's do that. We have the gorgeous Anastasia is here with her partner, Brendan Cole. Pocket Rockets, Claudia and AJ join us. More backflips in high heels, I think. And the charming Ed and Katya are here. Plus, former Strictly champ and dance legend Dame Karen Hardy is back in choreography corner. Gorgeous. But first, she's got the biggest pipes in pop, and I feel like to have her on the It Takes Two sofa, let's hope she and her partner have some decent cha-cha chatter. It's Anastasia and Brendan.
You are certainly a supple chick on that dance floor.
Based on this, I'm expecting fantastic dance next week.
What I did love is that cheeky, sexy attitude. If you can do that with a cha-cha, I can't wait for the Argentine tango.
It's Anastasia and Brendan. Welcome.
Finally!
So It Takes Two. Hang on, Anastasia, give us a flash of the bling.
Oh, yes, I have a little bit of blinky, just a little, just for today.
I'm quite envious.
I
can't show you mine.
How is it? Oh, yeah, no, please. We'll see that later. How did you enjoy your Strictly Come Dancing debut, Anastasia?
I enjoyed it tremendously, and then after it, I got extremely emotional because I just was so overwhelmed by the whole moment.
Yeah.
You know, it was
not
intense.
surprising because you build up and you build up and you psych yourself up, don't you? And then you do it, and then you are a nervous, wreck afterwards.
Well, yeah, I think for me, I'm trying to come to terms with my own womanhood after a lot of different health things.
Yeah.
So just doing that in itself, in the outfit, doing that dance to that song, I felt very like as if I'd come into my teenage years in front of the whole UK. So it was very interesting.
We absolutely loved it. And we have to say, Brendan, Craig got the 8 paddle out. And that is
obviously
kind of
been
unheard
drinking.
of.
It's very nice. Normally, you know, you're expecting a little bit lower from Craig. I think it was a great way to start. We had obviously the 6 from Bruno, which still isn't a bad mark. It's a nice way to start it. Ease us in gently. I'm sure it'll be a different story next week. Everybody will be like, the scores start down here.
Yeah, like 3.
For that, everybody, by the way. Wow.
I'm a little scared that they were nice this week.
Oh, do you know what? Sometimes you dance and you don't even hear what they're scoring you because you're sort of miles
I had no
away
idea.
with it.
I had to watch it back to know what they said. I thought they just said... I just didn't even know. Like, I wasn't quite sure. He talked about some of my mountains, and I didn't even know what he meant.
Oh, yes, that line. Yeah, that was interesting.
You knew.
Let's talk about the face at the end, though. I mean, that was incredible. We can see, look, end face. Could you recreate? I mean, what is the mood in that face? That was so good.
A 4-letter word was up in there, but yeah, I was just feeling like, because she goes, yes, you know, so I felt like I was trying to go, yes.
But you said in training that it was your show and that you wanted me out of your shot. Isn't that what?
Well, no, I was definitely. I did say it was all about me at that moment because I was like, because I'm really in the song. You're saying, you know, do you want to be with me and blah blah blah, very romantically, and then at the end it's like, yes, you know, so like.
I love that. So, now, you do have previous form with pop stars on the show, Brendan. Let's remind ourselves. The gorgeous Michelle Williams, and, of course, Lulu. And
don't mention the war. And
Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Lovely girl.
Now, how is Anastasia? I mean, you can't really compare them all. They're so different.
Yes, you can.
How?
No, every single partner on the show, 14, I've had about 25. They're all very, very different.
In the 14 series.
They're all very, very different. I love this girl. We're excited. We talk a lot in training. We need to do more dancing.
Yeah, we really do.
We're you can see we're like little friends here.
We're a little. Yeah, he says that we're like 2 old women, and I think we're like a bromance.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I think we're having a total bromance, and he's like, we talk too much.
Great thinking about the show. Great. She just loves being on here. There's no agenda here, except for sort of being here and dancing.
Except to dance and maybe win
and learn the dancing quality. Because I'm only a performer and a singer. And when you say a performer, but it literally has nothing to do with dance moves and technique. That is so out of my wheelhouse.
So different. Yeah. The good news is, though, you are not going to give up the singing, are you? No.
You never know.
Okay. In training, I know there's a lot of singing. We'll show you that next week. This week, next dance. You've done that one. Cha-cha, ticked off. What are you doing next for us?
Okay, we're doing a salsa. Normally you go from one extreme to the other. Pretty similar in terms of pace and speed, and we get to do a few lifts, which is very exciting.
How are you feeling about the lifts?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Normally they'll go, I'm terrified, don't touch me.
She's like, I'm like, bring it on. Make me go around your head and flip twice. You know, and he's like, okay, slow down. You know, I'm so like over-eager that he'll say do something, and then I punch him in the face like when I'm trying to do it. And he's like, okay, maybe you can't do that.
It won't be the first time.
No.
Good luck. We can't wait to see it. Anastasia, you are fantastic.
Cheers.
Brendan, you know how I feel about you. Anastasia and Brendan! Now, if there is one thing we love here on It Takes Two, it's a bit of behind-the-scenes action. So this weekend, we sent our cameras along to the Strictly studios to capture every single second. You are welcome.
Hey, It Takes Two. I am here. The sun is shining. Let's get this party started.
Leave your nerves at the door, because this is Strictly Come Dancing, for crying out loud. If you can't enjoy it, you're on the wrong show. We're on the right show, aren't we?
I think we are. Should I check?
You should probably check that.
Incredible. Like, the bands bring it to a whole new level.
So I said to the costume team, I just want something real subtle. What do you think?
You are opening the live shows of Strictly 2016. Good luck, yeah? Good luck, Joe. See ya.
No pressure.
To the stairs, please, guys.
I'm not worried.
Fine.
A bit nervous, actually.
Here we go. Very excited. It's going to be hot. See you later.
First live show. Yeah.
I can't believe this thing's happening right now.
We're less than a minute away.
kind of pleased I can sit back and watch everyone else, but also I think it just will make me more nervous about tomorrow night because I would have seen how brilliant everyone is. French fight! I'm petrified. I don't know where Anton is. Someone like Anton.
I'm ready. Can't be any more ready than I am now.
Live from the BBC, this is Strictly Come Dancing.
So last night was nice, but tonight we're bringing the house down. Watch this space. Peace.
Keep dancing!
It wasn't the best it could be, but hopefully...
On the night?
Yeah, on the night we'll smash it.
Let's just say the catcher thinks I need to go and do 5 hours more practice, so by the time we get to 6:30 it might be all right.
Then let's go.
Multitasking.
Come here now.
5 minutes, folks. Stack everybody, here we go.
10, 12 million people, and Craig Rebel Horus.
I just lose everything.
My mind.
Stand by, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Oh, a little film featuring Frosty, our floor manager. He's here tonight. Look. Oh. He's here doing that 8 times. You're getting fees for that. Now, judging by the reaction on the World Wide Web at the weekend, you at home went absolutely wild for the return of Strictly. And you were not the only one. So did a few of our celebrity pals. It Takes Two best friend forever, Miranda Hart, tweeted this. Worryingly excited. I hope I got the right amount of D's there. EastEnders star Ricky Norwood, fat boy, isn't he? Wasn't he in the boot of a? Yeah. Sorry if you didn't know that. He said this for his pal Tamika Empson. Passa doob slay. Yes, Tammy, like that. Very clever. I think that means he liked it. Yeah. Slay is good. Slay's good. And Jenny Eclair asked the question, where are this year's dancing potatoes? I think she means there's no dud spuds. They're so good. Now, our next guest was on the world stage as part of Team GB in Rio this summer. But all of that pales in comparison to the nerves she must have felt on her Strictly dance floor debut. It's Claudia and AJ.
You are absolutely adorable to watch, you two.
You know what? I loved all the acro movements. I thought that, and doing that in heels, I thought would be virtually impossible.
A little bit placed in some parts, but lovely, and you've got great coordination. You're going to do great.
Thank you. Welcome, Claudia and AJ. Well done on Saturday night. Absolutely amazing. How much did you enjoy your first turn around the Strictly floor?
Oh, I really, really enjoyed it. Just getting out there and, you know, I was like all smiling and like walking. As soon as I went into competition modes like gymnastics.
Well, I was thinking that you are trained to win, aren't you, as a gymnast? And I mean, imagine your mind is brilliant. How did it differ performing out there than it would, say, performing in the Olympics? I mean, were the nerves different?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm very comfortable when it comes to gymnastics. Been training all these years to do that. And then to be able to go out, do it in heels, I can't even walk. And then having to do all that and, you know, dancing, trying to remember it all, plus trying to smile and look into the cameras.
You did it so brilliantly, though. She was like such a pro, AJ, wasn't she? And I have to say, doing a backflip in heels, I mean, are all your gym trainers going, no, that's really bad? Or is that, you know, and were you a natural at doing that? Was it tricky?
It was very tricky doing it in heels.
There's quite a few attempts in the studio, it was.
Yeah.
That's me.
He wanted me to do a cartwheel with no hands, and I was like, no. I said, I'll show you this.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. And he was like, wah! As soon as I did it.
We've got to do that. This is exactly what you did. Have you tried doing a backflip walkover in high heels, AJ?
I tried doing it with flats on, it didn't go well. So with heels.
Oh my goodness me! 26 points as well. 2 6s, 2 7s. How did you feel about the scores?
Yeah, I was really pleased just to go out there, and I just enjoyed it, whatever the scores were, and to be able to get. What score? I didn't even know how to like add 6 and 7.
Neither do I, actually. I've never been very good at maths. No. Very good at gymnastics, though. Some people are good at maths and not so much. Now, AJ, let's talk about Len took a bit of issue with the gymnastics being in the routine. And then you've got Craig at the opposite scale, who absolutely loved that. Moving forward, What will you do? More gymnastics? Put it away for a bit? I mean, what are you thinking?
I think, well, our next dance is completely different, so probably take a little bit out, ready to stick it all back in.
OK.
So a bit of both.
A little tease.
Yeah, a little tease.
I've seen that
take
bit.
it away,
OK.
throw it back in.
And we will, because we'll talk about your next dance in a little bit. But I think, as AJ is one of our new pro dancers, my little girl Nelly is completely in love with you. We thought we should get to know you a little bit better. Take a look at this. This is AJ.
I'm AJ Pritchard and I'm from Stoke. I've won the European Championships, British National Championships, the British Open Championships, pretty much everything in England. I'm going to bring awesomeness, youthfulness and excitement to the show. I'm ecstatic to dance with Claudia. Her gymnastic skills are just amazing and training is a blast. I am very competitive and pretty much I'll do anything to win.
I was wondering if you could give me a ride home in that car. Yeah. Are you old enough to drive yet? Yeah. Very flash motor. So this week, probably no gymnastics because you're doing...
The waltz.
The waltz.
I was like, what's the dance again?
What's a waltz? How did you feel about doing the waltz? I mean, it's quite extreme from going to one to this one.
I was very nervous because obviously you have to hold your positions and be all elegant, and I find that really hard because I'm more of a powerhouse gymnast.
Yeah.
So to be able to be all elegant, put your head back, and
Take
I get
your time, be calm, not
rushing.
rush.
I know. Well, also, that's the other thing, is I know the judges said quite a lot on Saturday.
Yep.
It's so slow, the waltz, which makes it really difficult, but a lot of control. And you must be quite good at control.
Yeah, kind of. Some kind of control. But like, not really, no.
AJ, how would you say it's going so far?
It's going good. It's going, good.
Yeah.
There's lots to do still before Saturday, so
He's like, not
there's a long tick list to do first.
Oh, and your dad, Paolo, who already has his own online fan club, I think, after Saturday's show, will he be giving you another 10 on Saturday, do you think?
I'm hopefully. Probably even if I do trip, he'll give me a good 10.
Gotta give you a 10.
He's going to be watching at home, so all my gym friends will probably go out and watch me, which will be really nice.
Well, we love him. And you guys were fantastic on Saturday. Good luck with the waltz. It's going to be so different to what you did last week. Brilliant. Claudia and AJ.
Thank you.
Now it's time for us to welcome back a Strictly legend. The judges may have had their say over the weekend. There's only one opinion I'm bothered about tonight. It is time for Choreography Corner. Missed you opposite me on a sofa all the time. How was your summer? How are you, gorgeous?
Fabulous. Amazing summer. Not that there was much sun, but there was enough.
There was enough?
Yes.
We need to talk. The weekend, how good were they all to start off with?
It was amazing. Right from those two gorgeous little children that opened up that big number
on
for
Saturday,
us.
I know.
Right the way through to our beautiful new professionals, to the ending of our celebrities stepping foot onto the great ballroom. I just, you know me, I get all excited.
We're slightly hysterical tonight, the two of us. We're going to start tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about Friday's dances. Yep. Tomorrow night on the show we'll talk about Saturdays. And we have to start, we think, with Judge Rinder. Because, oh my goodness, and Oksana and their cha-cha-cha. I don't know. I was expecting greatness, but nothing as brilliant as what he came out with. Facial expressions. Now, did you like them or you're not so sure? Loved it.
Slightly disturbed me. Basically, we're dancing, which means communication through the body. So if I do this...
Hi,
Karen. Says enough.
Yeah, wait.
But look how good this guy is. He is actually very good, bar the little slip at the end. He is actually very good. So I think he resulted in facial expressions. Yeah. Maybe he was nervous. But listen, you know what? I think lock him into something like a ballroom hold where he's going to be limited. And with that ability, we might see exciting things. And welcome the new gorgeous bombshell.
I know, Oksana.
Stunning
she's hot.
Oksana.
She's so hot. OK, let's talk about gorgeous Ore. Ore and Joanna, 27 points for brilliant tango. Len was, we knew, I was watching it go, Len's going to moan about the larking about at the beginning, but Craig really praised the storytelling. What do you think of that?
I
business?
head more towards a Lenny. I love to see the dancing, two people moving together.
Yeah.
Basically, what distinguishes the ballroom from, let's say, theatre dance or that style is the partnering of two people together. Now, this is why. Look how great. Look at the body contact. We've normally got gaps. This is week one. They're a dynamic duo when the two bodies become one. So the more I see of that, the stronger they will be later on. It's week one, a little bit of fun. He's
and I liked his
showing
kick.
off.
His kicks on the bench.
Stunning.
He's so good. Right, on to Greg and Natalie and their jive. 27 points. Judges loving the energy that he came out with. Bruno did mention not a paragon of precision. How precise do we need to be with the jive, taking into account it is week one?
Week one, but I also like the danger zone with the jive. I like it to be a bit rocky, a bit vibrant. And when we see him here, I love this. We get the jump, and this is his thing. He needs the crowd, remember. He gets that Olympic Stadium going. But his delivery was fabulous. There was a little wobble. I picked up this. There's a little bash and why am I going to be looking at that week one?
Yeah.
Bless their little cotton socks. They've just started. I thought it was fabulous and
well done, that boy. Well done, that boy. Leslie and Anton and their waltz, which was classic. She looked so demure. Craig did bring up posture. Obviously, she's going to be quite nervous, isn't she? So I guess the shoulders came up a little bit. Tell me more about this.
She was gorgeous. Her flair, her gracefulness was stunning. But I think what was a challenge here for her, the clip I've got here, she actually has to dance into hold from a turn and straight into the action. To be honest, that is very hard to do. As we carry on through, the choreography she's doing, the movement is great. But, Leslie, first impressions, you want to get that gorgeous, elegant top line, elbows in front of the body, shoulders nice and relaxed, and allow Anton to come down to her.
Okay.
She's stretched
Bring
beautifully.
Anton
She doesn't want to end up like a monkey hanging in a tree.
Okay,
Right,
none of that.
moving on.
I quite like that look. Okay, on to Laura and Giovanni, and she was so gorgeous. She had the unenviable task of opening the whole show, which must have been terrifying for her. Arms, beautiful. A couple of the judges did mention about her legs. Now, this is always a cha-cha thing, and it's so difficult, isn't it? You've got to lock the legs.
Yeah, we've got to lock those legs in, and we've got to do a hip action. I will. Shall I quickly get up?
Shall
Shall we do it?
So
Right, here we go.
It would be rude
now,
not to.
Mums, dads, children, cats, dogs, everybody at home,
Stick in
drop what
sets,
you're
yeah,
doing
or join
very
in.
quickly. Wait, now which camera? Look, there's a room of cameras
there's choose, Karen,
We're
you
gonna
can take
do
your pick,
Very
darling.
simple step. So I always say hip and knee are family. So we have
Hip
one leg
and knee
straight.
are family.
Hip
like
and knee,
it.
they must be working together. So we're going to do 2 steps there, and we do a little chassé side together, side, straight, bend, straight, bend, 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 straight. Straight, bend, straight, bend, 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 straight. Have we got that, everybody?
We got that.
Have we got it?
And that's, ladies and
Now,
gentlemen,
we
why
just
she
got
is
to pick up
a
on
master.
something very, very quickly,
Yeah.
though. Giovanni's got to be careful.
Yes.
A lot of that choreography was actually choreography that needed to be danced on bent legs. So he's got to get the balance of the choreography right as well. So.
All right.
But
okay.
great
Point
opening
taken.
number.
Naga and Pasha earned a very respectable 23 points for their wall. She looked absolutely beautiful. Judges picked up on a little incident halfway through. You could probably tell us what you think happened here.
Tiny, tiny little incident. She's going down the middle of the floor here, and she slightly missed a fall-away action just there. Now, sadly, she let the judges know that it went wrong. Now, what we would encourage Naga to do is you've got to make the judges doubt themselves. You know, I am wearing red today, Zoe. I am wearing red.
Of course
Head
you
high,
are.
Big smiles. I am wearing red.
Right.
I did not go wrong with my choreography. I was fabulous, and I walk over confident to the judges, and they go,
You are wearing red, Karen.
I am
It
wearing
works.
red.
It's like Jedi mind business. Karen, it's so good to see you. And Karen will be back tomorrow to get the choreographical lowdown, giving it to us for Saturday night's performances. You lucky, lucky people. Karen Oddy. She is wearing red. Now, my final guest tonight may have lost his seat in the House of Commons, but he's gained a seat on the It Takes Two sofa. Swings and roundabouts. It's Ed and Katya.
Is your heart filled with pain?
I thought it was a little ex-council and pedestrian, if I'm being honest.
There was glimmers of a nice, elegant gentleman there. I saw the posture. By the end, you really were finding yourself.
you're what Strictly is about. I was pleasantly surprised and I congratulate you.
Welcome, Ed and Katja. Hello, Ed Balls, as I live and breathe. This is something I never thought would happen, and it's lovely to have you here.
And I never thought it would happen either.
I know. There's a lot of balls in the room tonight. Now, how was it for you, the first time out on the floor, Ed? Did you enjoy yourself?
In retrospect, I loved it. And in advance, I loved it. And at the time, it was totally terrifying. That is the truth.
I know those very feelings, Ed. I have been there for you. But I have to say, so many people watching at home, pleasantly surprised. And don't be upset by that. But I think all of us were like, well, this could go one way. And you were great out there. And Len did say, even though you're bottom of the leaderboard, Len said you're the kind of, contestant that Strictly's all about. Did it feel good to get his seal of approval?
It did, and I think for the waltz, we wanted to do a proper waltz, and there was no surprise that I started at the bottom, because I'm clearly the novice, but Strictly is all about trying hard, having a go, learning and doing your best, and we did that, and we're going to do that this week as well, and see what happens.
Ed Ball, I like your attitude. It's so, so good.
Ed Balls.
Ed Balls, yeah, hang on. I'm the ball.
You're the ball.
You're the balls.
Yeah.
It's been a confusing weekend. Katja, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What did you think of Ed's performance?
That's why I said that, people don't see the whole process from day one until the performance. They just see the performance. And I said, the man who walked into the dance studio on day one and the man who danced with me on Saturday is two different people. Oh. It was just such a transformation, which I appreciate so much, and I saw and I felt it. Yeah, some things didn't go quite right, but can I just say, he's an amazing leader. So just followed him around. Whatever happened, I just followed because he's really good at it.
I hear that you have actually been practicing with your wife, Yvette Cooper, obviously Labour MP, at home. What did she make of your performance on Saturday?
Well, she was up in Liverpool in a room with, I think, 70 people at the conference hall watching.
Yeah.
I spoke to her straight afterwards and I said, look, I'm really sorry, I messed up the step. And she said, what are you talking about? We never noticed, it was fabulous. And at that point, I realised it was the point Karen was making. Inside, if you make a mistake, everybody else just is seeing the good bits and don't always see the bits which go wrong. And afterwards, I found out that people loved it. So if everybody else loved it, then I guess I loved it too.
Yeah, we did. We did. And that's the thing. You've learnt that trick already. So if you go wrong, you just be like, that's
so when
smile
I said to the
and
judges at the end, that I was disappointed I'd been better in rehearsals, I now realise that was a really, really stupid thing to say, and I'll never say that again.
But you'll never do that again.
Never.
So he's learning already, Katja. This is good. Now, from one powerful woman, Yvette, to another. Welcome to the Strictly family. Katja, you're gorgeous. Lovely to have you. I think we'll take this opportunity to learn a little bit more about Mrs. Jones.
Oh, interesting. I'm Katja Jones, I'm from Russia, and I'm World Professional Latin Show Dance Champion. I'm very dedicated to everything I do, so I'm sure I'm going to bring a lot of fire, energy and passion to the Strictly dance floor. And the best side of it is I actually get to share my knowledge, so all I want to do is give Ed the best experience. I'm quite a strict teacher, I must say. Ed and I both know who's in charge in the classroom, and that's why he calls me the boss. We're aiming for Blackpool, but maybe we can go all the way.
I'm loving the fact that you're very strict with him. I think that's really good for him. We've got some Strictly stats for you now, because obviously you're following from more politicians who've taken part in the show. Let's remind ourselves how they did week one. So first we go back to 2010, Series 8, Anne Widdecombe. She got 17 points. In 2011, Edwina Curry got 17 points. What did you get, Ed? You got 21 points. Very nice work. We're going to build on that. I like this. I like this. And now you have the Charleston. Tell me things, Ed. How's it going?
Well, the energy, the intensity, it's really, really hard. It's a bit wild. But actually, I think to do it well, you've got to be disciplined as well. And I think we're going to have some surprises in our routine. I think compared to the serene waltz, this is going to be quite different,
I think it's good. It's so different to waltz, you know, and actually it's got such a great personality that's got to come through.
And that's going to come through. Because, of course, Darcy did
so
say...
nice in the show, in the studio.
Oh, yeah, in the studio. She's vicious, vicious, I can imagine. Darcy said to help with your nerves, to get into character.
Yeah.
Charleston, that's a great dance for character, isn't it? I know. Can you tell us anything about the character you're going to play? Just a little bit.
I think what Darcy said was absolutely brilliant advice, and it made me think of that TV show in the 1980s called Wurzel Gummidge, where he would put his happy head on, or his sad head, or his funny head, and I've got to put on my dancing head, and I'm going to put on my Charleston head on Tuesday.
Love it.
It's not going to be me, it's going to be Charleston. Fantastic.
I love it. As long as you're not dressed as Wurzel Gummidge, that would frighten me. Good luck, Ed and Katya. That's all we got time for tonight. Thanks to all my guests. Tomorrow on the show, Karen Hardy will be back, plus Louise and Kevin, Melvin and Jeanette, and Will and Karen. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Unparalleled talent, unprecedented.